Ladies and gentlemen, from the StubHub Center here in Carson, California, at this time, Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Showtime present middleweights in the ring. We are sponsored by Corona, La Cerveza Más Fina, and AT&T, mobilizing your world. Introducing our three judges, all from the state of California, Jerry Cantu, Alejandro Rochin, and Fernando Villarreal. Introducing our referee in charge of this bout, our third man of the ring, Ray Corona. All right, fans, here we go. 4 rounds of boxing scheduled in the middleweight division. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with blue trim, hailing from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. His weight 158 1/4 pounds, his record 1 win and 3 losses. Please welcome Fernando Pantera Najera. His opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the blue corner in this 4-round attraction, wearing gray trunks with yellow trim, hailing from Ballybofey, County Donegal in Ireland. His weight 161 1/2 pounds. Here is the highly decorated amateur champion, undefeated in his young professional campaign with a record of 1 win, no losses. 1 win coming by way of knockout. Introducing Jason Quigley. Once again, the referee in charge, and now to give instructions, Ray Corona.
Happy. This is good right here. This is good right here. Escúchame. This is my commands. Touch gloves. God bless.
Jason Quigley, outstanding amateur. World Championships, won a silver medal last year. European Championships, won a gold medal last year.
Ready?
1-0. Also fought in the World Series of Boxing as well. He's undefeated in a couple fights he had there. He's got on the gray trunks, the yellow trim. Nando Nahara in the black trunks, the light blue trim.
Jason Quigley very excited to, as he takes a right-hander, very excited to fight on Showtime and on national television. And to be honest, I'm very excited to see him because this is the top-level amateur prospect, Brian, as you alluded to.
He delivers a right hand.
We're out of there.
Nahara going right at them.
Quigley's previous fight was on the Canelo Lara undercard. Very, very short fight. It was over very quickly. Maybe we'll get to see a little more of him today. He's a rangy guy, pretty tall, long reach, very quick.
Delivers a right to the body. He's out of Ireland, but signed by Golden Boy and has decided to relocate here to California.
Yeah, that speaks a lot of his dedication, leaving his family, although his dad is with him. His dad's his trainer. Living in Woodland Hills, California. So that's not just the adjustment from the amateur game to the pros, but from Ireland to California.
Nahara took this fight on 2 weeks' notice as he takes another shot to the body. Said he's in shape, but keeps in shape. He's a taxi driver in Tijuana by trade.
Which brings up the fact that when Greg Abbott fought Chavez, he said, Chavez's record isn't so good. He's fought a bunch of Tijuana taxi drivers. Well, Jason Quigley's fighting a real Tijuana taxi driver.
We're under a minute here. Quigley delivers a stiff jab.
Yeah, that's a nice world-class jab. Another one. And it's coming from downstairs from by his belt line. Sometimes harder for the opponent to see that jab when it comes from down low. And the inside wrestling, that's something that an amateur star has to get used to in the pro game. You don't see that in the amateurs. They don't let you fight on the inside very much at all.
Three-punch combination finished up with a right hand by Quigley. Of course, on Showtime Championship Boxing, Sean Porter, Kell Brook. Here's a left hand by Quigley. And when that fight's going to be shown, it'll be about 4 in the morning over there. And how about this? Across the pond, look at this. Amir Khan, Carl Froch. There's a number of guys tweeting about the fight already.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And Ricky Hatton tweeting, by the way, he's the last British welterweight world champion. And he won his title here in America, just like Kell Brook is trying to do. And Amir Khan, of course, he could be looking at a fight with Kell Brook that would be absolutely huge in England. When they have a big fight in England, they have a big fight in England.
You're right.
We know from Froch and Groves, their rematch in front of 80,000 people.
And the interesting thing about that, Kell Brook talked about in our fighter meeting that if he wins tonight, he wants to fight Amir Khan.
Let's go.
Okay. It's refreshing to hear a welterweight call for somebody other than Floyd Mayweather.
Let's keep that water, gentlemen. Back on me.
This is round 2. Quigley turned up the pressure at the end of round 1.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know if that mouthpiece is on the verge of coming out of Nahara's mouth because of that jab, but he's showing more and more of it as time progresses here. Looks like it's about to spit out.
We talked about Quigley relocated here to California about 3 months ago as he delivers a left to the body. He works out of the Rock Gym in Santa Monica. He's also done some work at Powerhouse Gym in Burbank and delivers another left to the body. You saw Nahara take a deep breath.
We're seeing a lot of different punches come from Quigley.
He is digging to the body of Nahara.
55% of Quigley's power punches, 33 of them, and Nahara with only 5 speaks of Quigley's dominance. And Quigley says, I'm a thinking man's fighter, and I think we've already seen a little bit of this because in round 2, Brian, you mentioned it, he's starting to go to the body a lot more now after kind of taking his shots upstairs in round 1.
90 seconds left here in round 2. This is scheduled for 4.
Nahara not giving Quigley very much to work off of.
Throws a couple of feints, Quigley does.
See, Nahara just waiting and waiting, and when your opponent doesn't throw punches, it makes it very hard for you to get any offense off. You have to create your own openings.
There's a little left hook by Nahara. There's it. Both good exchange by both guys.
And Nahara's getting some shots
Yes,
in
he
too
is.
here.
He goes to the body of Quigley. 30 seconds left in this round. Short right hook by Quigley.
Quigley's getting a little knockout happy here, trying a little too hard.
Here's a left to the body. Final seconds here, round 2. Here's a right hand by Quigley. Another right and a left. Quigley capped it off with a right.
How you feeling? Okay, very good. Okay, nice. Okay. Right here. Okay, so when you get outside, work under the body, okay? Just work at your pace. Don't be trying to throw them at 100 miles an hour. Slow the pace down and wrap the shots under the body, okay? And then bring it up on the inside, okay? But work from your range, okay? Work your way under your lead.
Action from round 2. We talked about a little bit of a shift in the aim of Quigley. You see him go to the body a little bit, left hook to the body. Nahara, to his credit, has taken those shots fairly well. You see him backing off, and I get the impression if Quigley continues that body attack, he may get the stoppage he wants. Little left uppercut there on the inside. So a nice diversity of attack from the Irishman.
Just a second professional fight here for Jason Quigley. You mentioned those two fights he had in the World Series of Boxing. Some people consider those pro fights. Officially, they were. Fight Facts, the record keeper in the United States, considers them pro fights. As to why? So he's either 1-0 or 3-0, depending on your perspective. Here's a right to the body by Nahara. Quigley comes back with a short left hook. Boy, Nahara's game, Brian. Yes, he is. Crowd likes it. Yeah, he's outgunned, but he's game. Here's another left hook by Quigley. Right hook by Quigley. Continue to pound him with those left hooks. When they rumble like this, the difference is Nahara's just throwing punches to throw punches, where Quigley's placing his punches and picking his punches very well. It's almost as if Nahara needs to find a mouthpiece fit as he eats a right hand. Either that or his lips are naturally yellow. Another right hand. Short left hook by Quigley. Yeah, Quigley's starting to land a frightening percentage of his shots, power shots and otherwise. Right hand again by Quigley.
Stop! Take a step back.
Nahara's been stopped twice in his 3 losses. Given the amount of punishment he's taken, it's a little surprising he's still here,
Yes,
Brian.
he is.
Stop! Take a step back.
Little shoulder butt there from Quigley.
We're under a minute here in the third. Here's our straight right. Another straight right by Quigley.
We got a cut from a punch. Cut from a punch.
We got a cut, as you heard, on the right eye of Nahara.
Don't pull him down. Don't pull him down.
Blood streaming from the eye of Fernando Nahara. He has eaten about 6 right hands in this round. Flush. Quigley, right to the body.
Will this be enough to have the Tijuana taxi driver turn the meter off?
Yes, we'll see. A left to the body.
It's a bad cut on top of all the body punching.
10 seconds in this round. Let's see if Nahara can survive it.
Stop the bell. La campana.
You're okay there. You are cut. It's not that big. Don't worry about it.
Well, you heard the referee tell us that the punch, the cut opened up on the left side of the eye of Nahara was caused by a punch. Thing is, Quigley's cut over the left eye as well, so they both suffered cuts in round 3.
Second round, it was body work. Third round, a lot of right hands to the face.
Yeah, lead right hands, beautiful punches. You see the numbers, and 52% of 54% of the power shots of Quigley. And he threw a lot of them too, 157 in only 3 rounds. That's a lot of power shots. He didn't rely on the jab that much. And at the end of that third round, when Nahara went back to his corner, he was bleeding, he was exhausted. He had taken a body battering. Not exactly a surprise that the fight ended. And what's with fighters these fights ending in the corners on Extreme? That's 3 in a row. Right?
3 in a row.
Jason Quigley, certainly a fresh face in boxing in the middleweight division. 23 years old.
And you can see why Golden Boy is so high on him.
Well, the number one asset for young fighters is a good amateur background. He's got it.
Let's get the official time here at the stoppage. Here's Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Ray Corona, stops this contest upon suggestion of the corner at the end of round number 3. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated, Jason Quigley.
So, Jason Quigley victorious. His second professional fight. Man, what a night here. 4 fights. All of them stoppages. We got some exciting action here tonight, Steve.
Well, no surprises. Linares and Wilder both winning, and they get the title fights presumably next, and that's really the headline here.
Well, for Steve Farhood, I'm Brian Custer. Been a great night of fighting here on Showtime Extreme. Let's send things up to Brian Kinney.
Yeah, Brian, Steve, we're just getting started here as well because we're going over to Showtime tonight.